So this is what's going to, I'm glad I thought about it. I need to get the address. So this is what I have for Safe Haven. Is Jacob, he told me 40, so I just added 42. And then this box of cookies, and that's on Roosevelt. And then this other one, the count is 67. And I spoke with Lauren, and this is for Ignite Bedford House. So they have, I forget how many, I think I put 2 extra in there. So, and they're both having their Halloween parties this evening, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop them off. So I'm on my way to Safe Haven shelter at 2750 West Roosevelt. And I didn't realize, I normally drop it off the day before, but I didn't realize that they were having, both locations were having their Halloween party. So Safe Haven's party started at 4 to 5:30 or something. So I was like, let me just take them theirs right now. And it's just a few minutes after 4. And I'm not that far away. So the count that Jacob gave me was 40. So I put 42 bags of candy in there. And then I got this box of Famous Andy cookies, and it's like 42. So this is the add-on to what they already have. So I'm so glad, because I like to do things nice. That's just me, with a little bow, and that bow is probably ain't no telling how old that is, 5 or 10 years. But when I find stuff that's really like 50 cents or $1, sometimes you can't help but to get it. So that's probably the last one I have. I just ran across that ribbon. So I'm 2 minutes away from Safe House shelter for young people. And, my heart really goes out to our young people, especially those that are homeless, And so sometimes I'm just so busy all over the place that, I forget about the young people in the shelters. And like who was I talking to? Maybe it was Lauren at Ignite, and she was like, this is definitely like a good time because they're having a Halloween party and the young people really appreciate it, being thought of. But I would love to do more during the year, so I just have to write that down. And but I'm so happy to be taken. This is Safe Haven. I don't think I've been to this location before. It's a lot of them that I've tried to call and wasn't able to get through to anybody. So I'm so happy that I was able to make contact with Jacob. He will be gone. I think he leaves at 4, but he told me to ask for Jackie. So I made it here at 4:30, trying to cross this street. Oh my God, no parking. The guy told me to double park. He said, put your blinkers on, but I'm like, this is too much traffic. So I was able to go in, and so I could see they had like individual bags, like little goodie bags. And so basically I did get a chance to meet Jacob. He was standing a little longer, but he said what happens is that chapel area right now, they're just having entertainment, doing the Halloween, like a little party, whatever. But he said like around 7 o'clock they'll break it down and actually put cots in there for young people where they would sleep and stay overnight. And they do have other residents, I guess, like women and children that are already living there in another location, and perhaps that's like for an overflow or something like that. But so he asked me if that was my first time. So this is my first time really getting through to the Covenant. To Safe House. This is called the Safe House. So right now I'm on my way to Ignite Bedford House, and this is like my third time or more. I remember, this is one time I took them like, Candy, and them young people, they was like bananas. They was like, and then I hadn't been there in a while, and then last year I did it up really nice, and that's why I decided, I said, man, I gotta go back to Sam's and get some cookies. And so their basket looks real good. They're supposed to start their Ignite starts their Halloween party at 6, so I will make it there in time. I just really went right past them almost, because they're like probably 5 minutes from where I live, and I wanted to get here to the location, to Safe House, because they started their party at 4 and it goes to, I think, 5:30 or maybe later. And so I was like, let me hurry up and get them their goodies. So so happy to do that. So I was able to see some of the young people having a good time, and one lady was sitting down, and when he lifted up the container of goodies, and one lady stood up, she said, let me give you a hug, let me give you a hug. So I was so happy to do that. And then the other location is the Covenant House, where they have 70. So I need to call them and see if they was doing their party today.